Hit me with the facts again. I need to know.
Getting hit. What?
What's up?
This guy's the second time he's talking about hitting.
Hitting?
Getting hit. I told him he tried to hit you earlier in the show. He said something about.
High intensity interval training. Exactly.
But if you hit me hard enough, it hurts you.
Right. And that's what I'm aiming for.
I forgot we started.
Self-flagellation.
I put the last pretzel in, and I went, wait, I can't eat these anymore.
Suck it soft. Suck it until it's soft, and you'll mush it down.
Fucking dry.
Have some water.
So hit me with the fact. Oh, sorry.
Soft.
Gently lob me up and place it into my hand with the fact that you hit me with.
Oh yeah. So we were talking about how there's weird we know conspiracy.
Right. I live on the precipice of madness. My TikTok algorithm keeps trying to veer me into flat Earth territory, and I go, stop it. Anyway, that's where I'm at.
So one of the weird internet theories is that Taylor Swift is a clone of the celebrity Satanist Zena LeVay.
There's a Satanist celebrity.
Yeah, well, I think I'm assuming, her last name's LeVay, so she's the daughter of Anton LeVay, and they think that she's a clone of her. And here's a picture of her.
I can see some familiarity.
She's blonde and she has red lipstick. I think they're grasping at straws.
Yeah.
I think Taylor Swift has a much more menacing face.
Are you looking at me or are you looking at the face?
What do you think? What do you think?
Now, it's the eyes.
It's the eyes.
It's the way the eyes are.
It is the eye. That's what everyone says. They're like, those eyes.
Yeah.
I don't think we can clone people yet.
No.
I absolutely think we can clone
Really?
people. I just don't think we know about it if they are doing it.
I don't think we can do it good.
I don't think you can clone the personality because it's very complex. Nature versus nurture. It's a very complex situation we got going on here.
You'll be happy to know I gummed it all down.
I heard
nothing. No bites.
You stared right at me as you gummed it
Well, I was going back and forth, and I have to agree with you. Definitely cloning people.
Yes.
Wait, they could clone him. They could clone shit like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Tell me they're not like what he's talking about. Yeah, you're not talking like I'm 35 and a 35-year-old, but it's like, yo, clone baby, that's you.
Right.
For sure.
There will be a slow,
For
I should say.
Where, when, I don't know,
aging.
but they're out there.
Right. Pull back their eyelids. You'll see.
Or some could be Bioshock styles, and just like I'm 3, I'm a grown man. I would kindly.
I just feel like they'd still be weird a little bit. I don't think we've got it perfect.
How the hell would you know?
I don't know.
What if you were a clone? Would your reality be shattered?
Now you're taking it even weirder.
Because I don't want to be here.
I just think
And that's double wrong.
if people can craft a baby with a menu essentially, and they go, I want my child to have this,
Kanye
that,
did.
and the other.
Yeah, Kanye did that. That's why he went
did he?
broke.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They can do that to an extent, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, they can scan an existing embryo
character
for
customization.
Yeah.
Can you give it like a fun hat?
Yeah.
Can we make it like a Majin Joe sort of situation?
Yeah.
It would be my interest.
No.
Could you go that far?
What would Joe do if we brought a clone of Joe that was just a happier Joe?
He would say,
Well, then that wouldn't be a
great,
clone."
you've been planning to replace me all along. I knew it. And he would leave, go out the door again, and then
since this
text
clone baby.
later on and say, are you guys serious? Or is that like...
Do you like that baby better than me? And I'd say, Joe, I love both Joe babies exactly the same. That's what I'd say.
Do you like that baby better than me?
Yeah, I do like the idea of wheeling out a happy Joe would just, be the infant Joe. Of,
Yeah.
We cloned you, but this is the normal progress that we've made in the last year and a half.
He goes,
It's only a year and a half old.
You wouldn't be holding it like this, just so you know.
I've
You're
never
like-
had one.
You're like, it's a year old and like a month old
year
baby.
and a half. Here-
That's going to be a fucking
I don't know.
little weight you're lugging around.
And then when you got like a
Year and a
5-year-old,
half.
and you're like, 5-year-old, support the neck, you know?
Trevor's like, I went up to my 10-year-old son. I picked him up and put him on my shoulder.
That's how you know I don't have a secret family, because I'm over here. And then they came back from 5th grade, and I said, how you doing, son?
Dude, 18 months, you're entering slang territory, where you got to be like, ugh. You got to like, when you're like picking them up from the waist, kind of like big cat style, and you're using their momentum like, ugh.
Is that the awkward territory where they're like so used to being held that they're like, I want to be held?
No, well,
Like,
I mean,
oh, you're getting big, you know?
no.
Or is that like top?
Oh, you're getting big is way after 18 months.
You've gone backwards though. As they've gotten heavier, you've gotten stronger. So you're actually like, you're more. So you are going 5-year-old.
I looked at him and I said, either you get smaller or I get bigger. What's it gonna be? And then they both said, you should get bigger. And I went, all right, fair enough. 2
Gotcha.
2v1, outvoted.
Otherwise, I was gonna make him get smaller. So
That's fair. Honestly, just fair.
Yeah.
And then they told Fredo about the tonal.
Give me a break. Yep, they told him to tell me.
What a like. There's a different timeline somewhere where we didn't meet up in the parking lot, and I didn't tell you about the tonal.
That's crazy.
You showed instead of told, right? So you showed up with the muscle instead of told about the tonal. Is that
No, I'm just saying there's like an alternate timeline somewhere where I just didn't walk.
Yeah.
I didn't go out to that parking lot during that time.
And then like and he never got the tonal. He was just like, that's too much. I'll think about it. And he never said anything.
And then I never got it because he didn't encourage me.
It's true.
And then that means you didn't get it.
I'd still be slanging it.
And then the audience wouldn't have to hear about it.
But you would have a fully functioning finger.
Honestly, that could be a thing. The butterfly effect here of you walking into that parking lot is extraordinary.
This piece of shit would undo everything for his finger that's almost healed already. Be like, Trevor, just wait another month.
Already.
Be like, wait another month. He's like, I'm going back in time. I'm going back in time.
I'm going back in time.
Sorry, I'm typing the last number.
Wait a minute.
Time machine.
If we could clone me and bring me back at this age, I want my finger as it was then. Okay.
I think you just cut his finger
I'm
off.
going to take the finger and throw the husk away.
Throw the rest of the Trevor away.
Throw the husk. Yeah, throw the
You
husk.
chop off the finger, it dies.
I got what I needed.
And then you just put it in the trash. It fucking ragdolled like Skyrim.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. And I get my good finger as it was 3 months ago or whatever, and Bob's my uncle.
Do you think rich people have clones that they use as like organ farms?
See, I don't know if we're there.
You talking about Palpatine?
I bet you they're trying to figure out how to like.
I think that's their end goal then, right?
No, I think their end goal is probably to like one, live forever, or two, like preserve their consciousness.
You got the dual. I was gonna say you got the island style, and then you also got the Netflix show style, where it's like my brain's in my neck.
Oh.
What's it called?
Black Mirror?
No.
Oh.
No. The one with like robots everywhere.
Robots everywhere?
Eon
Carbon
Flux.
something.
Oh,
Altered carbon.
with the guy.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's that.
That
It's like your
jacked
consciousness
dude.
is like in like they can like put your brain in the thing. It's like if you're rich enough, you'll live forever.
Yeah, my thing's grosser. What I said was grosser.
What's yours?
No, would you say the island?
The island, yeah.
Yeah, well, I was just
with,
like, you just have clones that you pull parts from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat.
With, what's his name? Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, that's like a plot. They're like, I don't remember what the setup is, but they're all in some place, and there's like some lie these people are being fed, and they're like, Bart, if you win, there's this raffle where if you win, you go to the island. It's one of those like post-apocalyptic like, but this place was great, and we'll send you there. And then someone wins, and they're like, yay!
Yeah.
And then they find out that like they murder you, and then it's like, oh, that's all made up. You're all just clones for like rich people, and going to the islands like your
time.
person needs an arm or something.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
So it's exactly what you're describing.
Oh, I hate
It's like a 2000s movie, probably mid-2000s.
I've been watching so much, like, just because I was sick last week, I was watching a ton of sci-fi. I watched, I don't know, it's like Interstellar.
Nice.
No. So I was watching a whole bunch of other stuff and watched War of the Worlds again with Tom Cruise. And Steven Spielberg directed that. Fucking terrifying.
Yeah, dude.
That movie is so terrifying because it's so much about like people getting fucking like you see people getting abducted.
It's less action-y too. It's more like horrific.
It's more like horrific.
And it's not like we're gonna figure it out, whatever. It's just like there's fucking aliens.
Right. It's just like we are fucked and like they're
sucking us up.
I'm going to die eventually.
Protein.
But then also just like to see them like throw a human on the ground and then another tube comes down and then just like sucks the blood as they like fertilize the earth. I'm like, what the fuck? That's like terrifying.
That's what the lobsters in the tanks see.
No.
Yeah, but they don't understand.
Yeah. They don't.
They got lobster brains.
Yeah, lobster brains.
Meanwhile, they're speaking in sonic waves going,
They got lobster bug brains. I don't even eat them and I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to listen to this pro-lobster nonsense, all right?
Man with the bleached hair and ripped muscles is going to eat me.
I'll fucking crack you open.
He's going to crack me from the back.
I'll crack you open. I'll suck you out. I'll suck you up and spit you out.
Soul.
I don't want a lobster. I want a pretzel, but I'll kill you.
Watch Arrival.
he's going to put me down with all those biscuits. Arrival's great.
Huh?
I like that we both said Arrival's great.
Gross. How is that gross?
Is that the one?
No,
It's with the squids when they talk like this. They go,
I'm thinking of
and then a circle comes out.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of another. I'm sorry.
Which one are you thinking of?
It's someone with
Terminator.
it's all women, and it's like they get stuck in like a time portal or some shit.
Annihilation.
Annihilation's gross.
Oh,
Too
that
much
one's
body
pretty-
horror for me.
Yeah,
They're in the shimmer.
That one gets. We're gonna watch that one, but then we watched Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 last night instead. That one, I don't know. It gets too like trippy at the end.
Yeah, it was just upsetting.
Yeah.
It just made me upset.
Yeah.
What is what is your take on the ending? Not like opinion, I guess.
Mission
Do
Impossible.
you think Annihilation in
Oh.
the shimmer?
I'll say not. Don't know
Wait.
yet. Part 2.
yeah.
Dead Still Reckoning.
Do you think she's replaced?
I think so.
Well, you heard it here.
Big take.
Spoilies.
Basically,
She's replaced.
I was confused when I
Or
first
you
watched it.
are.
But the idea is like whatever this asteroid is that landed on the Earth is creating this like prism that we have a prism for light and it turns it into rainbow. They're like whatever this prism is, it's doing that with our DNA, and so it's like just constantly splicing things together,
making you all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end, obviously, like her husband had been replaced, and so she's in there kind of dancing with her twin or whatever.
Yeah.
I think my take, I don't know, it's a weird, trippy movie. When you simplify it that way, it kind of makes a lot of sense. I think she might have killed her twin, gone back home, but she still had all these mutations. Annihilations, thank you, to her DNA, and so she still had that shimmer in her eyes. Yeah.
Whoa. I agree. I think that happened too.
Yeah. I concur.
I concur.
Otherwise, I was just like, I'm like, what's going on? The thing was going, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I was like, I think I've been replaced.
Right.
I think I'm
It just got
Annihilation now.
really,
Yeah, I haven't been
tell.
happy.
Yeah,
Trevor
honestly,
knows.
that's when
Get
it
rid of
all
him.
started.
He
Yeah.
needs to get
Who
shimmer.
knows? Who knows?
Shimmer me
knows.
timbers.
Here, talk inside my shirt.
Speaking of sci-fi,
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Yep.
what do I know? Speaking of sci-fi, I finally finished Silo. That was wild.
Whoa. Don't
yeah.
spoil that.
Yeah. Well, since you guys haven't seen it, I won't spoiler alert it. But
Yeah.
just wanted to say the ending to that. Whew, wasn't expecting some of
solid.
those things.
And we talked about it. It starts off really strong.
Yep.
And it's kind of like it has Lost vibes.
Yeah.
But then the first 3 episodes, you go, I'm not gonna find that out until I'm finding it out right now. So it progresses really fast.
Yeah.
And then from episode 4 to 6, it slows down.
Very slow.
It gets very, very slow. Starts to develop the world and character a little bit more. Takes its time, and then it ramps up in the last handful of episodes.
And
That ending
crashes right before it ends.
though, it does.
dies.
That ending though, I was like,
Does it?
I saw it coming.
I think if I were to have guessed early on in the season, that would have been the guess I would have had. But considering some of the evidence and some of the things that happened and what they feed to the audience, you think you kind of know something else, and you go, maybe it's over here.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was interesting how they did it that way.
Yeah.
And I'll be very vague.
Stars with Rebecca Ferguson. It's an Apple TV Plus show, and it's just a bunch of people live in this silo underground.
Prestige.
And they don't know who
Safety
built it,
style.
why they're there. They just know the outside world has been devastated, and
Yeah. My headcanon going into it was maybe this is a not Bioshock, a Fallout property. What if this was life inside one of those Fallout shelters?
the vault.
What if it was
the
a
vaults, yeah.
What if it was a Fallout show and you didn't even?
You didn't even know.
Exactly. Season 2, they go, by the way,
Whoa!
Try the game now.
shit like that would have been so fucking cool. But there needs to be so much more marketing now.
Yeah.
What was it? There was some.
For a slow look over to you while you're still going.
There was some
They're trying to get out of
I know. There was some.
These kids, they want to hit the club.
6
I think Ryan Reynolds was in it, but there was some space movie
Barbie.
that was it was 5-7 years ago. But they went up into space and there was
First Man.
There's this black goo that they found, and it was like an alien.
Oh, not Gosling. Yeah. Yes.
Life. Right? Imagine watching that. And it was black goo and ooze.
Was Jake Gyllenhaal also in that?
Yes, and it terrorized the spaceship and it landed on Earth. Imagine at the end you find out that that's the beginning of Venom.
Did someone
Yeah, I heard that.
It was so good.
your chest?
No, that
yeah, it was my chest.
He popped. All right, he popped.
My chest.
You're popping
We gotta get him out.
lights.
That-
You've all been
that sounds
replaced.
The ending to that was
I'm
good.
Venom.
That's
I'm
so
Venom.
bright.
Lindsay's drinking black ooze, but it's fine because it's perfectly mixed.
I need to heal. Someone get me to my tonal.
Pretzels.
Get me to my tonal. It'll fix me.
I got another fettuccine meal in the fridge because you always buy 2. They put the coupons right next to them. It's 20% off. They put them right next to them, and it's good for 2 of them.
20% off both?
Yeah, 20% off both,
nice.
bro.
That's real good.
It's crazy. It's crazy out there. HEB, I don't know how they're still in business. Probably all the low wages they pay people.